Callise Plays Home, a unique horror game by Benjamin Rivers. This is the first time me ever playing this game. I don't know much about it other than it's a horror game. It was on sale on Steam for 80 cents on a good sale. Alright, let's go. Your game will be saved automatically at certain points. However, we recommend you put aside an hour and a half and complete home in a single sitting. Ooh, okay, an hour and a half. Turn up the sound, turn off the lights. I'm playing in day, unfortunately. Hopefully that'll be okay. Here we go. All I remember at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, in my head. Where was I? It was so dark. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. Okay. Oh, let me get rid of the cursor on the screen. There we go. Wow, we're old school door opening. That house, where was I? There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? That's all? That's all we say about it? Should we explore this room before that door? Alright, we're going to explore this room first. The basement! No, we are not exploring the basement. We're going to explore here first. Computer. The desk had a computer and some papers on it, and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer? How do I say yes or no? Oh, why? Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Look like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. We're a killer. We're a psycho killer, and we repressed what happened, and we don't know the bad things we did. Oh man, I have to get out of here. We're a psycho. We're the killer. We just don't remember what we did. At least that's my theory on the situation. All right, nowhere else to go but the basement. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home and seeing Rachel. Oh, this situation is so obvious. He came home, he finds his wife being cheating scum, and he snaps and he slaughters her. But he doesn't remember doing it. He repressed the memory, like another personality took over or something like that. But we're definitely the killer. We killed Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. Okay, maybe not. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should go downstairs, try to find a way out. Let's see. More down. Oh, what is this? A rat? A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic, but exhausted. Do I free it? Yes. Let's see. That door or up, down. Stir. The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. Let's see. Go out, go down. Was there another way this way? A collection of rusty tools. These look like they used or has seen a lot of use and were caked in damp smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? Because we used them to bury our wife that was cheating on us with that guy's body. I mean, when the guy was alive, but yeah, okay. I found a picture of a couple. It looked like it had been moved a lot. There seems to be a switch behind it. Do I press the switch? Yes. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I hear a faraway click somewhere. Okay. The old school door. See, we have down and we have the other door. Let's check the other door before we go down. What the heck is that? An old dining table served in dirty dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquid bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife. I guess there was no point for me to keep this. Do I take it? Sure. I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. We are the guy in the photo. I've totally solved this situation. All right, downstairs time. Oh. The door was taped up and seems to be stuck. By the smell, I guess it led to the kitchen. I guess we'll go this way. The switch in the wall appeared to have unlocked the door. Okay. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Sure. I heaved the box forward and it finally gave. Okay. Oh, okay. I guess we'll go down the ladder. There was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Should I climb down the ladder? I guess so. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. They're getting a divorce, they're fighting. I wonder where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. Where? Okay. Footprints in the dirt look like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. Places all over were marked on the map of town, the industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait, there were photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, try to find some kind of information. You're a killer. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? I guess I'll take the gun. No, I tucked the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Yep, we're a killer. There's a movie called You Might Be the Killer, and I'm pretty sure we might be the killer. It was so dark down there, and the smell stale and pungent. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Your sacred killing place. Alright, I guess we'll just go in order of things we see. Some kind of homemade rack, slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? You know, your other personality you don't know about. Crudely made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. Okay. Are we going down again? It looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom, something wet. You might be the killer. Yep. Some kind of old boxes. They look like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remember throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing there? Or somebody who's been possessed. Because anytime they moved into a new house, they got possessed, and now he's a killer. That could also be the story. We're running. Oh, what is that sound? Bats. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. How do I be careful of that? There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Do I take it? Sure. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easy to descend. It's a good thing I looked around before going down the broken ladder. I can't get in there. He put somebody in the wall. There was a book. What was that book? Mr. Monster. There was somebody in the wall. Trap like that. I had the rope now. There must have been a use for it around here somewhere. Alright, how do I use items? Resume, desktop. Oh, he just automatically uses it. Okay. The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Do I climb down? Yes. I could hear a faint hum, and the smell from before started to get worse. Okay. A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger due to cave-in. Okay. Okay. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of the awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought. I had found the old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, it had been used already. I keep the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight there. Okay, how do I use the gun? There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was a grass smeared with it? Okay, door or out? Door or out? Okay, we'll do the door. I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? Okay. You're not the exit. Don't lie to me. A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it makes me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Do I take the knife? How do I say no? No? Did I do it? Okay. I still had the old handgun. I wasn't sure what good a knife would have been. And the knife was covered in blood. And the gun, we'll just keep going. I don't believe you're an exit. But we'll try. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water. Okay. Oh my god. The door was locked. There was a musty smell coming from inside. Oh. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut its flow off. Do I turn it? Yes. Okay. Okay, should we explore the rest of the place? There's another one. No. And another one. Oh no, there's lots of them. All right, let's see if doing one will do it for us. Probably not. I don't suppose just doing one of them would fix it. Nope, okay. Of course not. I guess we'll just do them all. I don't know. Okay, we did this one. We'll do this one. I thought I could turn this water valve to shut its flow. Do I turn it? I thought I could turn this water valve to shut its flow. Do I turn it? Yes. And yes, everything's getting shut off. Everything's getting shut off. Oh, wait. Okay. Feels like it made the my controller is like freaking out over here. Oh, okay. I see. Well, let me check over there real quick. But I think I get it. I think I get the puzzle. But let me just double check that it's not just turning it all on. Okay. I think I know what to do. Let's turn it again. Oh, let's check this one. Oh. Okay, that's right. Though the dust, I could see handprints from previously use. Probably from whoever worked in these sewers. Oh, that's it. I think I get how to do this, maybe. Alright, that one's pointing down, so we're going to turn it again. Yes. No, we need to turn it down. Valve's still active. Do I turn it again? Yes. See the pixelated in the back pointing down? I think it's pointed down. And then that one's pointing to the left. Yes, so we're turning this again. And we need to turn it again. Yeah. We need to turn it left. Yes. Okay, now it matches. And this one, okay, we should be good, maybe, hopefully. Okay. I don't know if we need to do anything at that thing, though. Wait, this door? Okay, it's right. No, it's just the thing I already said. Alright, hopefully that did it. If not, I don't know what to do here. Yay, I solved it! Okay. Looked like the water drained out of that grate into the wall, or from the wall. There's a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Do I take it? Yes. I pocket the small key, but it was so odd shape. I had no idea what it might open. Okay. Okay. The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was this facility? All right. The door was locked. I could see a faint light within. Okay. blood, and a camera, and a picture of a turtle. I found another dead body, a sewer worker. He was a mess, but it looked like he'd been stabbed. I could see a keyring that had fallen out of his pocket. Do I take it? Yes. I worked up the nerve to snatch the keyring away and put it in my own pocket. Okay. I could smell a hint of fresh air here. I was anxious to leave, but I couldn't help but wonder what the key unlocked. Okay. I began to question my decision to take that heavy gun as I climbed. Would I need it before the end, or was I a fool for even taking it? I wondered what was in that locked room I passed. Should I have gone back to check it? At the bottom of the ladder, I found a latch and clumsily popped it open. Suddenly, as I lifted the heavy lid above my head, that terrible smell of that sewer gave way to the dank scent of pine trees. Okay. What way am I supposed to go? That's back inside. Oh. I don't know what way I'm supposed to go. Eyes watching me. Door. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Okay. Do we go back into the house? The old train station was quiet as a tomb. The only sound was that of the increasing wind buffeting the decrepit structure. Okay. The ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime, not grim. Stacks of paper lined the counter, faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the papers were newer-looking sheets covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in that house had kept similar scribblings hidden on his bookshelf, and he had notes on the water tower outside, too. I guess he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old station for? Okay. All right. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes connected to the old station. As I looked at it, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in those tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower and even this train yard. What was he doing coming back here? Are we back out? Do we want to be back out yet? Wait, was there one more door? Oh, okay, that was it. Okay. The old train was ripped open, and hanging from a shred of metal, as well as the broken fence, was a dark stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train's shell, I could see a few faint impacts, like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn through, and I couldn't really make anything out. I realized I was touching the gun I had found as I thought. Yep. Okay, where do we go now? We just go back the way we came? I'm not really sure where we're supposed to go now. I guess we'll go the other way. Okay. Is there anything this way? Oh, yeah, check that. And where? Wait, is this the door? Have we been this way? Oh. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I'd seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. Oh, we just climbed through the bush? Okay. What's with these bushes to climb? Through the fence I could see outbuilding? I wonder if I could find my way around. Okay. Climb through the bush. It is then. And more bushes? What? There were some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook there too. Do I read it? Yes. Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was a page after worn page of names and lists. None of them made much sense. The newest page contains several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Rachel! Her name was the last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather, Silent Hill names. And Rose. Wait, was there a Rose in the Silent Hill movie? Anyway, had also been crossed out, but these marks looked older and more faded. We might be the killer. Or we moved into the house and got possessed by a killer. I don't know. Did I go to this middle bush? Yeah, that's the fence. And what was this? I don't know where I'm going now. I'm just climbing in bushes. Oh, okay. The worn picnic table stood within a circle of trees like an altar. It was covered in faint markings and carvings from who I presumed were previous campers and hikers. Okay. I was waiting for the killer marked stuff on there. The path ended in a cold-looking river. I wasn't sure if it was safe to cross like this. Do I cross it? I don't know where else to go, so I guess we'll cross it. Okay, guess it was safe. Two bodies, two young women, were half dug into a shallow grave between the trees. The younger-looking one was face up, her dead eyes gleaming against my flashlight. I was panicking, but I couldn't leave them like that. Do I cover up the gravesite? Sure. They seemed so exposed, which is what bothered me the most. Oh wait, we shouldn't have covered them up. We should call the police. Well, we're the killer anyway. Anyway, I covered them up as best I could and stuck a few twigs on the ground to create some kind of headstone. Wow, look at that fancy cross he made for them. That's pretty fancy. Where had these women come from? What were they doing there in the woods? Okay, I don't know what to do then. Is that all? That's all? Did I wade back over to the other side? I don't see what else to do. I don't know whether we should have left him out for the police to find. Well, we're probably not going to get lucky. We're probably going to... I don't know what's going to happen to us. We're going to find out we're the killer. Or we're going to get arrested and get blamed for the murders and we weren't actually the killer. We looked at that one, yeah? Is this where we came from? Yeah, okay, it is, but there was another way to go, maybe? There's a ladder we can't reach up there. Oh! An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The water needed to be extended. Oh, the ladder needs to be expended. Should I climb? Yeah, let's extend the ladder. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. I didn't realize I could lift my flashlight up. The water tower is something that the killer had talked about. In a patch of smeared dirt and grass, there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Do I take it? I guess so. The wallet was missing its contents, including any cards or ID. It was worn but light. It made carrying the gun around seem more awkward. Where were my driver's license and credit cards? Okay, this is the down ladder, right? Oh wait, what is this thing? From the railing, I could see over the woods and down the entrance to the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, somebody definitely could have seen me. What's this thing again? Did I pull this up here, or was somebody carrying it? Okay. I guess we'll head back down. I don't know what else to do here. Okay. I guess I need to occasionally check up. And we just go back the other way? I don't know where we're supposed to go. Did we come up this way? The lid had fallen on the entrance there and was stuck tight, or shut tight. Okay. I was relieved to be above ground again. I figured I should keep moving. Okay. I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do. No returning, I guess. I already went up the ladder. Is it saying there's a room? We've been this way. Yeah, okay. We've been to this place. Is there anywhere else? Maybe somewhere in the bushes I missed? Probably somewhere in the bushes I missed, I guess. I hope missing things that my keys could have been used for doesn't screw me over. Maybe we need to go back to the bushes. Oh, this is just this train cart. Yeah, let's go look at the bushes, I guess. Where were those bushes again? This way. This way was the bushes? I guess I gotta keep up with which bush I go into. We've done the first one. Have we done the second one? Okay, we've been in the picnic table one. And we've been in the first one, right? Oh! Trampled into the dirt and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Do I take the credit card? Of course. What a pain in the butt it will be to cancel my card. I pocket the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. There's a bush. Oh, we have been here. Let's follow the order of bushes. Okay, so this one... So we did the first one. The second one. That's the stream we did. The path in cool looking water. Wasn't sure if it was safe to cross. Yeah, let's cross again. Gotta make sure. Double checked everything. There's the fancy cross we made out of twigs. That looks like an iron, fancy cross. Yes, we're wading back. There's nothing to do there. Alright, back to the bushes. Okay. Have I been to this bush? Wait, we gotta go this way. Okay. There's a second bush. That's the fence. Yeah, this bush. The tree's getting denser. Have we not been here? Oh no, that's where we found the names, the list of people. Yeah, I'm not sure. Have I gone to this middle one? Yeah, that's the fence. What else? What else is there to do? I need to map this out so I remember which bush is which and which is I checked. And this is just back. This one's just back, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, this is just back. I swear he says a room here, but there's nowhere to go here. Is there a room up here? No, I guess not. There's nothing I could do there. It was getting cool and I shivered with unease sense of what was to come. How did I get home from here? Did I put it here or did someone else carry it? I swear it says room. Let's double check the other way. Yeah, and it won't let me down here. Yeah, I was relieved to be above ground again. Yeah, but I don't know what to do next, guy. I don't have a menu. No. We've been up. Okay. There's something I can miss by looking up. Yeah. Which bushes haven't we checked yet? All right, we're doing this in order. Bush 1. That's bush 2. Okay, yeah. Okay, bush 2. That's the picnic thing. That's the river. Yeah, I'm feeling a little stuck. Why can I not climb this fence? Oh yeah, his leg hurts. Right, did I miss? This is where the stuff was hidden. That ends Callise Plays Home Part 1. Thanks for watching. Maybe you'll watch more. Maybe the video on the left, maybe the video on the right. If you're on a mobile device and you don't see any videos on the screen, it's in the description.